What's up, pussies? It's Clayton the Gamer here, bringing you guys episode 5 of Storytime with Clayton. This series where I bring you guys my real life stories and life lessons and whatnot. And I'm sorry today's episode is coming at you very late. Normally I would upload these about a bit earlier, although I got home from school a little while ago, did homework and whatnot, and I'm uploading this afterwards. I know I said I would do it on the weekend, although I didn't even have time to do that. So anyways, without further ado, someone wanted me to do the story of how I broke my nose, since I did a story of last week, how I got my concussion. And this is sort of the story in between. So first year, grade 6 or something, or 6th grade, I was about 11 years old. I broke my finger, and I have a story of that. And then after that, there's like a year later where I got a concussion, and then the year after that I got my nose broken. All of this stuff happened consecutively as far as years. So like it came one year, and then another year, and then another year, and I was getting to the point where I thought I would get something injured every year. It's getting pretty funny. A lot of people would say that, like, oh, you're like the accident prone kid of our school and stuff. But anyways, this was sort of in elementary school, and elementary school is basically when you're a preteen, I want to say, for anyone who doesn't know what elementary school is, if you're from other parts of the world where you call it something else. Anyways, though, so in our school we had this metal gate that was sort of like a swinging gate, and we used to, well, nobody really used to play on it, but at this one particular day, me and my friends were hanging around by the gate at like sort of the back of the school, and I kept running outside and swinging onto the gate and stuff. And this gate is basically, it divides the outside property outside of the school and the school. So if you leave the gate area, you're basically outside of school and you're not on school property anymore. And I made a joke. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go home now, guys. And then I ran outside the gate, and then I started to run back, and then I started to swing on the fence and stuff. And then when I jumped back onto the fence, one of my other friends, I don't know if this was intentional. If it was, then this guy's an asshole, but I don't think it was. We were like, I think 14, or not 14, like maybe 13 or 12 years old. So if this was intentional, then that's pretty mean. But he basically pushed the gate while I jumped onto it, and I basically hit my nose on this metal bar. This is a metal gate, mind you, so if this metal bar were to hit you in the face, it definitely would hurt. It's like some solid metal thing, and then it hit me in the nose. So immediately I felt this, like, I don't know why, but whenever you get hit in the nose, it feels like you need to sneeze right away. I don't know if that's just me, but yeah, I felt like I needed to sneeze, and then I was like bent over, and I was holding my nose and stuff out of like pain. And then I basically, when I stood upright again and I moved my hands away from my face, the first like couple friends that saw my face were like, oh my god. And I was like, oh shit, what's going on? And then I looked at my hands, and there's all this blood, and I started to notice that when I was talking, like, blood was rushing from my nose to like my mouth, and when I was talking, it was like spitting the blood out. It's really disgusting. I'm sorry about that, but that's basically what happened. I ended up going to the office immediately with some other friends that took me there, and then I had to go to, I think after that, I was in the office. I had to clean up the like cut and everything, and then I ended up going to the hospital a couple hours later, because I had to go wait for my parents to come pick me up from school, because that's how school works. You can't just leave if you're in elementary school, because you're too young and whatnot. So yeah, I had to wait for my parents to come pick me up. They took me to the hospital, and then I think after that we went to the emergency room, and they did some x-rays and whatnot, and then they found out that it was fractured, like, really slightly. So it's not like my nose is crooked now or anything, but there is like a small, really teensy weensy scar where I did get hit with the metal gate. And also I want to mention that both my eyes were black afterwards, so I had 2 black eyes, and that was really I don't know, it was weird. It looked like I got knocked out or something by someone, and a lot of people didn't know what happened, so they were like, oh, did you get in a fight or something? And I was like, no, I broke my nose. And they were like, oh, I don't believe that. You can't get black eyes from breaking your nose. But yes, you can, and that's what happened. I'm not sure exactly how long it took me to heal. And also, the thing is, normally when you break something, you would get like a cast or some sort of metal, or sorry, not metal, like fiberglass or plaster cast, so that it keeps your bone in one place so that it has enough time to heal. But with this, since it was just a really small fracture, they didn't actually give me anything for this. So like, if I were to ever get hit in the nose, it would just immediately start bleeding again, which was a really bad sign. And it happened twice during the healing process, and I think it took maybe a month to heal. I'm thinking that's around the average time. This was like 4 or 5 years ago, so sorry, my memory's not that great. as far as long term goes. But yeah, it was about 4 or 5 years ago. I think it took a month to heal, and I remember there being a skiing trip like a week after I actually broke my nose, and I was really disappointed because my parents were telling me that I shouldn't go. I ended up being allowed to go though, so that was good, and had fun skiing. I didn't fall or anything and make the cut worse or the fracture worse, so that's really good. Unlike when I broke my finger, I sort of made the fracture worse. If you haven't heard how that happened, definitely go check out the how I broke my finger story, which I will link in the description below and annotate on the screen right now. But anyways, guys, that was the how I broke my nose story, and I want to thank you, give a quick thank you to Josh for the gameplay. 70-1 on Aftermath. I think this was kill confirmed or domination. Freaking B score. If you want to submit gameplay, all you have to do is follow the criteria in the description below, hit me up with a message on YouTube, and I will do my best to get back to you ASAP. That's pretty much the end of the video, so I want to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like rating if you did enjoy, as always. Check out yesterday's Swarm Sunday video if you haven't already. It'll be annotated in the top left-hand corner. Not a lot of people did see it, so if you didn't see it just yet, definitely go click that annotation. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the Tuesday short video. Thank you so much for watching again. My name's Clayton the Gamer. Remember to get husky. Bye-bye. Get husky.